Amtrak is considering coming back to Pensacola. Starting in New Orleans on Thursday and ending in Jacksonville, Florida, the inspection train will make stops in cities along the way where it plans to bring back the service. Friday morning, about 100 locals gathered at the Pensacola station to welcome the inspection train. Tom Carper with Amtrak was excited to see everyone who welcomed the train Friday morning.
I want to come back and ride the inaugural train. So if you're going to have it, I'm going to be here. Keep up the good work. You got a good team on here.
Mayor Ashton Hayward was also excited to see the large crowd at the station.
It's all about the experience. So many people love passenger rail service. We need to get Amtrak back up and operating in the great state of Florida.
This is Jordan Thatch reporting.
I went through and I said, I don't think we can get 100 people this morning at 7 o'clock. It's a Friday, not happening. But guess what? There is so much enthusiasm for having Amtrak come back. Thank you for being part of this celebration and this welcoming. My name is Steve Hayes. I'm with Visit Pensacola, and we are so glad to have you here. I was told I was the MC, which means I have two jobs today. First, I've got to keep this on time, because this train is leaving. If I'm still speaking, then I've done a horrible job. The second part is I've got to make sure that I introduce the mayor's name correctly. So if I do those things today, then I have accomplished my job. So before I turn things over to the mayor of Pensacola, I did want to say this. I feel like the conductor on Polar Express. You know, when you go through and you have Christmas wishes. And I think this is a wish that so many people from the Pensacola area want to see, is to have Amtrak back. And this kind of support that we're seeing right now, from the signs to the crews to the characters to the folks that we have here today, it shows that we want this back. So thank you again for being a part of this effort. And I'd like to introduce the mayor of Pensacola, Mayor Ashton Hayward.
Hey Steve. Well, good morning, Pensacola. How's everybody doing? I can tell you one thing. I got home late last night. I was looking at an email and thinking about my friends to the west and how they had an incredible rally for Amtrak. And I was starting to get a little worried. But I can promise you, I just live behind us here, and I cannot thank the people of Pensacola enough. You guys have exceeded everybody's expectations. The volunteers, our citizens, all our first responders, my Parks and Recs department. This is an incredible welcome. So let's give you a big round of applause. And again, this is the first stop in Florida for Amtrak passenger rail inspection, our inspection train. As a former mayor used to say, we are the western gate to the Sunshine State, where thousands live the way millions wish they could.
Welcome to the upside of Florida. I want to first thank Amtrak President CEO Joe Boardman, Chairman of the Southern Rail Commission Greg White, Dan Dealey, West Florida Regional Planning Council, Florida West, our great chamber, Steve Hayes, who you just heard from Visit Pensacola, again, our team at Parks and Recs, the city of Pensacola. But one thing that we all need to remember, passenger rail is an experience. No matter if you're in Florida, whether you're in New Orleans, Mississippi, Alabama, traveling the great state of Florida, up the eastern seaboard, it's all about the experience. So many people love passenger rail service. We need to get Amtrak back up and operating in the great state of Florida. Most importantly, we want to continue it in our region and across our great country. So again, I can't thank the Amtrak folks enough. We have incredible dignitaries from Washington, D.C., everywhere around the country to get this going. And again, most importantly, it's about the community and about the people. What all of y'all have done is just truly amazing. It's an honor to serve you as your mayor, to see this collaboration and everyone stepping up on this incredible Friday morning in the Sunshine State. Again, thank you. We've got everybody out here. We got our sheriff, we got law enforcement, we got everybody out here. Mardi Gras. So again, thank you. I'm going to turn it back over to Steve Hayes. Where's Steve? Is that right, Steve? Okay, I believe I'm supposed to introduce Mr. Boardman, Joe Boardman. Okay, yeah. Are you, okay. All right, Tom. Forgive me.
That's all right. That's all right. Thank you, Mayor. I love this beach ball. Anyone want beach ball? Take that one. I'm going to take one of those back home with me, if you don't mind, Mayor. Is that all right? I'll take the air out of it. I am honored to be here today. Being a former mayor of an Amtrak community in Illinois, I know exactly what you're talking about, exactly what you're feeling right now. You're proud of your community. You got great support. You've got a chance to get, not a chance, this is the start of getting passenger rail back. You've got people here from the Southern Rail Commission. They've got a great plan. They've got a vision. And I'm here to tell you today, representing Joe Boardman, our president and CEO, and Tony Koshia, our chairman, and the 20,000 men and women around the country who run our trains all over the country, 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Sheriff, you know what I'm talking about. You're never off duty. To tell you that we believe in the vision, we believe in the plan. You need strong partners. You have them. I saw them yesterday. From senators to mayors to economic developers to Chamber of Commerce to tourism people. I want to turn around here and to point out one of your greatest champions, Congresswoman Brown, who was in New Orleans, and she's been a champion all across here. I don't see how this is not going to happen. I'm really looking forward to it. I've got 2.5 years plus left on the board. I really want to come back here and ride on the inaugural train. I'm not telling you we're going to be able to do it that fast, but that's the goal. That's the goal. You've got everything in place here, Mayor. So I think in the future, there's something to celebrate here. It's wonderful to be here today representing Amtrak. It's great to be here in your community, Mayor. Thanks for the invitation. We've got a lot of energy. I want to come back and ride the inaugural train. So if you're going to have it, I'm going to be here. Keep up the good work. We got a good team going here.
God bless America, and give yourself a hand. Before I begin, are there any veterans in the house? Raise your hand. Let's give them a hand. Thank you. Thank you. I just want you to know that I served on the committee with Miller, Congressman Miller. I sit right next to him, so I want to give him a shout out. I want him to make sure that we get what we need to fund Amtrak. Now, let me just tell you that I was very nervous this morning because I started at 8 o'clock yesterday morning in Louisiana. And I got to tell you that Mississippi, Alabama look good, but you look better, Florida. I was nervous. Homeland Security. We need to be able to move people out of harm's way, whether it's man-made or whether it's a natural disaster. After Katrina, over 3,000 people died because we couldn't move them. This train will be able to move people out of harm's way. But more than that, it's an economic engine for the region. And we are going to get it done. And what happens when failure is not an option? You get it done. So thank you very much, and thank you so much for showing up, making Florida look good. Thank you.
I guess I'm going to take over. Is that correct? All right. Listen, this is incredible. Again, I can't thank all of you enough for coming out here this morning and really supporting our great city, your great city, most importantly, the Sunshine State, Amtrak, our team from D.C. As the Congresswoman stated quite eloquently, this is an economic development engine, and we need to continue the momentum. We're going to head east right now. And again, thank all of you for coming out this morning, all of our great citizens, the volunteers. People forget about volunteers, how important they are in a community. The people is what make a community great. It's not the politicians. So again, thank you. Have a wonderful day, and we look forward to you riding to Amtrak soon. Thank you.